Top 40 Iconic Quotes Movie Cool Hand Luke, 1967. Cool Hand Luke, 1967, is a compelling prison drama that showcases Paul Newman in one of his most iconic roles as Luke Jackson, a man whose defiance and resilience embody the fight for individuality and freedom. Directed by Stuart Rosenberg, the film is set in a southern chain gang prison, where Luke, arrested for cutting the heads off parking meters, becomes a symbol of rebellion against oppression. Luke's charismatic, yet nonconformist attitude makes him both a nuisance to the prison authorities and an inspiration to his fellow inmates. His legendary moments, such as eating 50 hard-boiled eggs in 1 hour or his refusal to bow to the guards' relentless discipline, solidify his status as a natural-born world shaker. As Dragline, George Kennedy describes him, the central theme of the film revolves around human dignity, the cost of freedom, and the resilience of the human spirit. The movie's most famous line, and quote, "What we've got here is failure to communicate," and quote, reflects the disconnect between authority and individuality. Newman's nuanced performance, combined with the film's poignant storytelling, makes Cool Hand Luke a timeless classic that resonates with audiences as a tale of defiance, camaraderie, and the enduring quest for meaning in adversity. Dragline, "Nothing. A handful of nothing. You stupid mullet head. He beat you with nothing. Just like today when he kept comin' back at me with nothing." Luke, "Yeah, well, sometimes nothing can be a real cool hand. Captain, what we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week, which is the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. I don't like it any more than you men." Dragline, "He was smiling. That's right. You know, that Luke smile of his, he had it on his face right to the very end. Hell, if they didn't know it, they could tell right then that they weren't gonna beat him. That old Luke smile. Oh, Luke, he was some boy. Cool Hand Luke. Hell, he's a natural-born world shaker." Dragline, "Why you got to go and say 50 eggs for? Why not 35 or 39? Luke, I thought it was a nice round number. Car, them clothes got laundry numbers on them. You remember your number and always wear the ones that has your number. Any man forgets his number spends a night in the box. These here spoons you keep with you. Any man loses his spoon spends a night in the box. There's no playing grab ass or fighting in the building. You got a grudge against another man, you fight him Saturday afternoon. Any man playing grab ass or fighting in the building spends a night in the box. First bell's at 5 minutes of 8 when you will get in your bunk. Last bell is at 8. Any man not in his bunk at 8 spends the night in the box. There is no smoking in the prone position in bed. To smoke you must have both legs over the side of your bunk. Any man caught smoking in the prone position in bed spends a night in the box. You get 2 sheets. Every Saturday, you put the clean sheet on the top sheet on the bottom, and the bottom sheet you turn into the laundry boy. Any man turns in the wrong sheet spends a night in the box. No one'll sit in the bunks with dirty pants on. Any man with dirty pants on sitting on the bunks spends a night in the box. Any man don't bring back his empty pop bottle spends a night in the box. Any man loud talking spends a night in the box. You got questions? You come to me. I'm Carr, the floor walker. I'm responsible for order in here. Any man don't keep order spends a night in Luke, the box. Luke Jackson, Paul Newman, and quote, "What we've got here is failure to communicate, and quat. Sometimes nothing can be a real cool hand. And quat. I can eat 50 eggs, and quat. Yeah, well, sometimes I wish people were like dogs. And quat. I never planned anything in my life, and quat. I'm just standin' in the rain, talking to myself, and quat. That's my darlin' boy. Gonna make his mark someday, and quat. Don't hit me anymore. For God's sake, and quat. You still believe in that, boss? And quat. There's a lot of men in here who just can't take it, and quat. Dragline, George Kennedy, and quat. That Luke. He's a natural-born world shaker, and quat. Ain't nobody can eat 50 eggs, and quat. He's a pretty cool customer, and quat. Luke, you crazy handful of nothing, and quat. Ol' Luke smiles like a baby but bites like a gator, and quat. Captain Strother Martin, and quat. What we've got here is failure to communicate, and quat. Some men, you just can't reach, and quat. You gonna get your mind right, boy, and quat. You're gonna learn the rules or you'll be broke by them, and quat. Calling it your job don't make it right, boss, and quat. The prison guards, and quat, boy, you're gonna get your head cut off, and quat. Stay down where you belong, and quat. That's the way he wants it. That's the way he gets it. And quat. I don't like it any more than you men, and quat. You're just gonna have to deal with it, and quat. Luke's fellow inmates, and quat. He's a legend, that Luke, and quat. He fights, and he keeps on fighting, and quat. You got grit, Luke, and quat. Why don't you learn to quit, Luke, and quat. He's smiling, even when they're beating him, and quat.